Yo, 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 yo. What's up? What's really good? It's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns, host of that show called Sports Plus Life. Oh man, how's everybody doing? I hope everybody's enjoyed their Monday, March 31st, 2025. So tomorrow, tomorrow is April Fool's Day. I'm just playing, man. But I hope everybody's enjoying their spring break. Well, at least those who are off. I'm supposed to be off, but no, I'm grinding. I'm working. I'm grinding, grinding and working. Brother, what up, boy?
It's good.
Ain't nothing, boy. You gonna need to get you a little picture to put up in there or something. Get you a little a picture to put when you're not gonna be on screen. Have a little crazy ass picture. But anyway, how you doing, man?
Good, man. I'm just chilling,
Man,
man.
boy, the boy been MIA for a minute. What was you saying?
I said, no, no, just chilling.
Okay. But yeah, definitely quick shout out to Hellas Craft Haven and Too Tough Sports. And what are we going to talk about today? Okay, well, I will first acknowledge the four teams that are in the Final Four, all number one seeds. That'll be quick. We're gonna have some football talk. We got some NFL talk for you today, and I'm gonna revisit that Marvin Sapp situation too, Sean. I don't know if you heard about that. You're gonna laugh your ass off when I tell you this. And I got to bring up DJ Academic's interview with Kanye West. Wow. All I gotta say is wow. So first, let me get started. The Final Four is set. All four number one seeds out of all four regions made the Final Four. It's the first time it happened since 2008. Oddly enough, when the Final Four was last in San Antonio, Texas, where it is going to be at this year. Auburn, the overall number one seed, they are in. What up, Lomar? What up, homie? Auburn, overall number one seed. Auburn is in the Final Four. Duke is in the Final Four. Houston is in the Final Four, and Florida is in the Final Four. It starts Saturday. Auburn plays Florida. Duke plays Houston in the Final Four in New Orleans. Happy for Houston. Master P son play for them, even though he a freshman. He ain't seeing no run. I don't have a problem with anybody winning it unless you Duke. I don't fuck with Duke. Other than that, that's it. I don't fuck with Duke. So college basketball is about to come to an end. There was some fisticuffs with NBA games yesterday, but the NFL talk. Me and Sean ain't had a good NFL talk in a minute, boy. We gonna start with them Philadelphia Eagles with you, boy. People is trying to strip y'all dry after y'all winning that Super Bowl. What good? What's going on with you?
I mean, that's usually how it happened. I mean, especially if you got free agents, they want people who've been there and won it. So, I mean, it was bound to happen. That's why you build people behind them to take their place, or you fill them in with a good GM. You put the pieces back together with stuff that you believe could keep your run going. So, I mean, we already knew what was going to happen, and we had replacements. We got people back that we needed to get back. So, I mean, ain't no way in hell we were going to pay Milton Williams when you got Jalen Carter contract coming up. You knew that was bound to happen. Ain't no way you're going to pay Josh Sweat when you got Nolan Smith contract about to come up. So those were pieces we knew we were going to lose. We just got to replenish.
They were expendable, unfortunately. But you got a ring out of them.
That's all that matters. They got a ring out of them.
Yeah, exactly. Now let's talk about this competition committee that they are trying to ban the tush push. Can I lead on this one before I pass it to you?
Sure.
This is the dumbest shit ever, bro. They're saying that the tush push, it can be a cause for major catastrophic injury. Niggas, the NFL is football. Every single play, every single time that ball gets snapped is a chance for catastrophic injury. There's no data that supports such a claim. You want to talk about player safety, you want to ban a tush push, then why don't you take it back down to 16 games? Because you keep adding on NFL games, and every single snap is risk for catastrophic injury. Every time that ball is kicked off is a risk. This has nothing to do with catastrophic injury because there's no data that supports it. This is targeted at two teams who do it the best, one team in particular who just won the damn Super Bowl. People are saying that because it's a move that people can't stop. So they want to ban it. Your turn, sir.
I mean, yeah, they said they want to ban it because of the injury history, but they already did their research. The NFL, that's why it hasn't been banned yet. Nobody has gotten injured during any tush push. Half of them and the teams that want to ban it ran it their damn self, and their quarterback looked ass when they was doing that. The Green Bay Packers and shit like that. So I mean, or they try to use their tight end to do it just so their quarterback won't be in the way for it. So I mean, if you've done the play yourself, you shouldn't be sitting there crying about trying to ban something that you've tried to do yourself, but have not been successful doing that shit. I mean, and even if they ban it, we don't really give a fuck. We still got Jalen Hurts who still can power through it. We still got Saquon Barkley who still can power through it. I mean, it's just a play that can't be stopped, so we're gonna fucking run it. So, but no matter what the fuck they do, we're still gonna be in. So I mean, they just crying because they can't stop it and they just trying to get it banned, but they look stupid in the process trying to do it themselves.
They do, because it's not like the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. These are the two teams that is aimed at the most. It's not like they're, as soon as they get the ball to the 25-yard line, they're tush pushing the way down the whole damn field to score a touchdown. You know, it's ridiculous. And you know, again, and here's the stats for you. The tush push was only run 101 times throughout the whole season of all the plays that was run. That's a 0.28% of the plays that was run. Get the fuck out of here with the injury rate. Shut up. You can't stop it, so you want it banned. Simple. You know, so I mean, so I think that's dumb. I think that's ridiculous. Sir, we talked about this yesterday in regards to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, both of us has questioned Mike Tomlin in the past before. We questioned him last season when he replaced Justin Fields for Russell Wilson. We were like, what is Mike Tomlin doing? But then it worked out where we was like, well, see, this is why Mike Tomlin is Mike Tomlin. What the hell, Mike Tomlin? I really don't understand this one because he's putting all of his eggs in a 41-year-old's basket. What the hell is Mike Tomlin doing, bro?
I don't know what anybody in the NFL doing trying to wait on Aaron Rodgers. It ain't like he shined when he was at the fucking New York Jets.
Exactly.
I mean, you just hitching your wagon to something that's just going to end up breaking probably your locker room with his antics and shit like that. But by all means, go ahead and do what the fuck you got to do. I don't understand why you still ain't just bring back Russell Wilson if you wanted a stopgap for another fucking quarterback with somebody who's already been in your fucking system and can win games with you. It's just the fact that you think that Aaron Rodgers is going to win more games than motherfucking Russell Wilson, and he had proved it with the Jets team that he had in New York. That shit is beyond me, but I don't know what they're doing. So I guess they want to lose out so they can get the first quarterback pick and just try to fill in some seats with Aaron Rodgers by getting him in the headline. Like, he just want to hold out so people can talk about him. Like, bro, you ain't got too many teams that want to pick you up right now, my motherfucker. So just go ahead and do what you got to do or retire, my boy.
Yeah, you're making the most irrelevant motherfucker relevant, you know, because, I mean, even if you didn't keep Russell Wilson, I'm just wondering what is Pittsburgh, what is your future, you know, because you had your future in the building and you let him go to the Jets. You had Justin Fields. You saw what he could do on the field. 4-2, you know, there's always room for improvement, but to just let him walk and then let Russell walk and to go from a 26-year-old, a 36-year-old, now you're waiting on a 41-year-old, you know, that's a 41-year-old who just had arguably his worst season of his career. I don't give a fuck what his numbers look like. He was 5-12 as a starter. He was 5-12 as a starter last year, and when it was called upon him to play good winning football, he could not do it. So if you're the Pittsburgh Steelers, I don't get. If you're a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, make it make sense for me. Make it make sense for me, because I can't sit here and understand for the life of me. And if you don't, Mike Tomlin said, if you don't get Aaron Rodgers, you're comfortable with Mason Rudolph.
That's
Mike
wild.
Tomlin. Mike Tomlin said that, not me. Mason Rudolph. That's what you're selling the Steelers fans. The same Mason Rudolph that wasn't on your team last year because you let his ass go because he sucked. That Mason Rudolph. You know, I mean, anybody can look good when you backing up Will Levis. So, you know, I don't get it. You know, I don't understand. Now, what shit, that's right. Y'all got the last pick in the draft. Where do you think Shedeur Sanders gonna go?
Giant.
Think going to the Giants?
Mm-hmm.
You think they're gonna pick him up even though they got Russ and Jameis Winston?
Yeah. Say that again.
I said, you think they're gonna draft him even though they got Russ and Jameis Winston?
Yeah. Say that again. Russ and Jameis Winston, are they anybody's future on anybody's team? Yeah, I believe it when I see it. I mean, the only other logical person, pick that they would be able to get would be maybe Travis Hunter to pair with Neighbors, but why would you do that? Who's throwing it to him? Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston ain't doing nothing but sweet ass goddamn after show locker room interviews and shit like that. He ain't doing shit on the field.
The Jameis stare.
Yeah, like come the fuck on, bro. Yeah, I think the Giants gonna get him. Why wouldn't you? Look at the league you play in. You got you got Jalen Hurts. You got up and coming fucking Jaden Daniels. We ain't even talk about the Cowboys. They're just the Cowboys. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? And like you need a quarterback that's gonna compete with them 1, 2, and somebody who could bring in attention to your team 3. And who else but Shedeur would be able to do that for them? Any quarterback, if he don't get picked, well, we already know Cam Ward might go first. I ain't gonna say he will, because the Titans might get Abdul Carter and he might drop down to them.
So you think he may drop? You think Shedeur might be a gift? He may drop, yeah, because I don't understand why his stock is dropping. But somebody wants to have a word with you, sir.
Who that?
Look at your screen.
I see the screen. I see it.
He said, "What you mean, am I nobody's future? What you talking about?"
That nigga ain't nobody's future. He Teddy Bridgewater. That nigga's a career backup quarterback.
Former number 1 overall pick. Ain't that a bitch?
Eating W's.
The Cleveland Browns owner came out and said Deshaun Watson was a big swing and a miss. Duh.
Everybody seen that shit. And he started the guaranteed contracts and shit like that.
Oh, yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Absolutely, man. Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. Oh,
they definitely have a cause for the pause to be able to say, yeah, we're gonna give you the guarantee, but we can't give you all of that you guaranteed because of, look at Deshaun.
Hey, I think they trying to low key get Kirk Cousins.
Then who they got it back over there? They got some. Or they took Kenny Pickett from us.
Yeah, they got. Say that again.
I said, oh yeah. Got Kenny Pickett, baby.
Say that again.
Hey, they got a Super Bowl champion on their team.
Nigga, please.
Kenny Pickett, old Super Bowl Pickett. You know what I'm talking about?
He's Super Bowl champion by being a backup. He's lucky.
Mm-hmm.
He's guilty by association.
Yeah.
Did you say Bradbury got a ring too?
Yeah, we even talking about that. That fake injury reserve for this motherfucker. He was a glorified coach. He got paid for coaching. That's what he did.
They got a Super Bowl champion, Kenny Pickett.
AP, baby. Back up in the
year. Won't he supposed to be the Steelers' future?
Man, look. So was Justin Fields. So was Mason Rudolph.
Yep. Well, he is their future.
He ain't gonna be their future, bro. That boy gonna get hit one time. It's gonna be over with.
That's why I'm wondering how long is Mike Tomlin really planning on still coaching there? Because the decision, and this is what we were talking about yesterday. This is the part that nobody talks about. This is the part that's constantly swept under the rug when we talk about Mike Tomlin. Yes, Mike Tomlin has never had a losing season. Yes, he's a brilliant coach. Yes, he's a Super Bowl champion. Yes, he is a phenomenal motivator. He's a leader of men. But one thing Mike Tomlin is not good at is selecting quarterbacks. Mike Tomlin has not drafted. I mean, remember, Mike Tomlin became the coach when Ben Roethlisberger was a youngin. When Ben was a youngin, he had been the majority of his career, and one thing Tomlin has not been good at is drafting quarterbacks. His track record speaks for itself. You drafted Mason Rudolph. How was he, Sean?
Ask Myles Garrett.
He drafted Duck Hodges. How is he?
Trash. Who the fuck is Duck Hodges?
Exactly. He drafted your Super Bowl champion, Kenny Pickett. How is Kenny Pickett?
He's a Super Bowl champion.
Okay. Steeler fans ain't falling for that lie.
Small hands Kenny.
Exactly. Mike Tomlin has been horrible at drafting quarterbacks. That's just what it is. We got to call a spade a spade. We'll always give Mike Tomlin credit. I know Calvin always says how much of a wizard he is, but when it comes to drafting the most important position in the sport, he's not good at it. I mean, I guess that's what makes him so amazing as a coach, is that he can have shitty quarterback play and still somehow make the playoffs. Mm-hmm. That shit is amazing. But Steelers fans
now coaching the Cowboys.
Say what?
He ends up coaching the Cowboys.
Don't say that. I like Mike Tomlin.
Because I don't know what the fuck they doing this year with the Schottenheimer motherfucker.
You see what the fuck this nigga just put? Look at that damn comment. He put most of us are horrible at drafting women.
This nigga here, dog. You a free agent.
I ain't worried about what dumbass Cowboys do. Man, they rotten shit. I don't care.
They went from supposedly Super Bowl this our year to they probably the sorriest team in the division now.
Probably. Well, I don't know though. Giants are
pretty bad. The Giants, yeah, they pretty bad. They trash.
I don't know though. You know, I think Russell make them better than what they've been.
Yeah. No. They still ain't got no O-line unless they plan on investing everything this offseason in their line.
They ought to.
And Russ ain't running from nobody.
And Jameis will throw about 5 interceptions with that offensive line. He'll do that with a good offensive line.
That's 2 free dubs.
Yeah. Yeah, the Giants are pretty bad. But hey, the NFC East, all black quarterbacks, man. How about that?
Russell Wilson ain't black.
Man,
leave Russ alone, bro.
He blacker than Mahomes, bro.
Anybody blacker than that nigga?
Than that African American. Oh, let me stop before niggas try to cancel us. What are you doing?
Cancel me. I don't want to.
Speaking of people trying to get people canceled, LeBron James has been on a crusade to get Stephen A. Smith canceled. What is your opinion of the most exciting beef since Drake and Kendrick?
Man, that shit ain't, man. That man talking about your son playing a sport that he's into, being a professional basketball player. That man got views that your son ain't good enough, chill out, bro. You trying to pop a bear your little son. Where everybody know he trash. Even you know he trash. You sending the nigga to the G League. Nigga be going to the G League instead of you're the number 2 draft, supposedly, on your squad. Man, you got guaranteed money. These motherfuckers on the team probably gonna say that he sucked and shit like that. But you know what I mean? So I don't see why he beefing with Stephen A. for doing his damn job. So LeBron is just being sensitive of anybody who talks about Bronny when he put that pressure on Bronny. So I mean, man, chill out, bro. You in the sport where you're gonna be talked about if you're not living up to your name. Anybody has a right as a sports announcer to talk about it. He ain't talking about him personally.
Exactly. I just find it funny that he ran up on Stephen A. when there's been every person, every talking head from every major media network has said the exact same thing about Bronny, but he ran up on Stephen A. You think he would have ran up on Skip Bayless like that? Hell no. He wouldn't have ran up on Skip Bayless. Skip Bayless would have been like, put your headband back on. He wouldn't have did that. That shit was plotted, planned, and executed. And LeBron again trying to control the narrative. I just wish that motherfucker would retire. You are a great basketball player. You are an all-time great. Congratulations. Can you leave now?
Said he mad because he put him number 2 behind Jordan.
Yeah. Like, nigga, you can hold every record known to man. That's what we expect that when you played since goddamn 30 years.
But still don't have as many titles as Jordan.
Not even close. You have as many finals losses as Jordan. That's crazy. Like, okay, I'll give LeBron credit. Nobody at his age and his time in basketball has played as well as he has, going into his 40s, year 22. That's all well and good. That's all great. But you want to run up on Stephen A. Why don't you run up on Chael Sonnen, who've been saying that your whole career is a cheat because you've been juicing? Say what?
I said tough.
Why don't you run up on him? Not a cease and desist, nothing, but you coming after Stephen A. because he's giving basketball critiques about your son? Nigga, stop. There's a man out there who literally has said, we have the same drug guy.
Oh, yeah, I did see that.
Yeah, and says this is what he's taking. What he's taking expands the red blood cells, which gives him, which increases his stamina. So he can run and jump in the fourth quarter the same way he can in the first quarter. That's saying that you a cheat. That's saying you a cheat, and you ain't said nothing about this dude. Skip Bayless has been trashing your ass for over a decade, and you ain't run up on Skip Bayless. You ain't said nothing about Skip Bayless, but you gonna run up on Stephen A.
That's probably the NBA because they ain't got no face of the league yet. Who they face in the league?
Everybody talking about who they think who the new face of the league. Anthony Edwards said he ain't want to be the face of the league.
You know why? That nigga got 18 baby mamas, nigga.
He fuck with them IG chicks, bro.
Yeah, he don't want to be in the limelight for them to be digging in his background, dog. That motherfucker he trying to make kids and not raise them. Nigga. He ain't trying to be no face of the league.
Man, bro, it's just that people see this is a North American thing. The NBA is going to have to face it that the face of the league is not going to be an American. Yeah, an American player don't want to be the face. You don't want to make Kyrie the face of the league, clearly. And plus, Kyrie long in the tooth now. Anthony Edwards said no. Zion Williamson can't stay healthy and in shape.
John Morant trying to be a soldier.
John Morant trying to be thugged out. They tried to make him, but he waving guns. You don't want to make Jason Tatum the face of the league because he's too quiet.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to make Jaylen Brown the face of the league because he's too conscious. So the face of the league is either going to be Giannis. Giannis may be fading out. He's getting a little older. It's going to be either Wemby, Luka. They don't want to make Jokic the face of the league because Jokic really don't give a fuck about basketball when basketball is not going on. Like, all jokes aside, Jokic is the best player in the fucking world. And he don't give, first of all, he's not built as such. The best player on the planet looked like a sack of potatoes. And he don't give a fuck about basketball when it's not basketball season. He don't care. He goes back to Serbia, and you don't see this nigga again until it's the preseason.
And nobody really even give a fuck about Shea. He out here balling.
Say that one more time, bro.
Shea for the OKC.
There is your next face of the league. Shea has been the best player Shea has been the best player this season. This nigga puts up 30, and he look like he don't even try. He don't even try. This nigga been balling the whole time. Like, I wouldn't be mad at all if them niggas won the championship. I would love to see OKC versus actually Cleveland. You know, because Donovan Mitchell been balling too. Like them two, they don't never talk about them. That's what Charles Barkley was talking about. OKC and Cleveland been balling the whole year, but everybody want to talk about is the Lakers and goddamn Golden State.
Because don't nobody give a shit about them, bro. They're not exciting to people, bro. Even though they're winning, it's like having somebody who got a good ass voice who can sing like a motherfucker, but they hella they not marketable in the eyes of entertainment, bro.
Have you watched OKC play?
I watched the highlights. You know, I watch basketball until the
exactly. OKC is exciting as a bitch. It's local, bro. It's local.
They're not marketable.
Yeah, they're not a mainstream team. OKC and Cleveland are exciting as a bitch to watch. It's about local. Everybody's still pushing the mainstream. Oh, we're gonna put the LA, LeBron in LA. Steph is they in Cali, so you can push them too. That's all that shit is about. That's all that shit is about. That's about local. OKC and Cleveland are exciting as a motherfucker to watch. OKC is amazing to watch. Them little young niggas are amazing. They are.
It's like watching the Panthers and Colts Super Bowl, nigga. Ain't nobody.
You said the Panthers and Colts. Well, that's different, bro. It could be the Panthers and Colts in the Super Bowl, nigga. We watching.
I ain't watching that shit.
Yeah, all right. Okay.
I ain't watching that shit,
right.
nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, all right, nigga. You put the Panthers and Colts on Super Bowl, and I'd be like, man, I ain't watching that shit.
If Anthony Richardson came out and was balling and was the MVP,
I wouldn't watch that shit.
Yes, you.
If Anthony Richardson came out, balled out, had an amazing year, and so did Bryce Young, and they made it to the Super Bowl, I would not watch that shit.
He's lying.
I don't give a fuck. I'm positive, and I can guarantee that. Nigga, it's been times that we had Super Bowls when we were kids. Nigga, we ain't watched that shit, nigga. I ain't watching that shit neither.
What Super Bowl as a kid? Oh, well, that's because we was out there playing football.
I ain't nobody interested in no goddamn Anthony Richardson and Bryce Young, nigga.
All right, so what if the Panthers and the Colts was both undefeated? You gonna sit there and say you ain't watching?
I'm not watching that shit.
You're lying his motherfucking ass.
All right, you think so? I would not watch that shit. I watched it. I'll be like, who won? I see it on ESPN.
You know why he gonna watch? Sean gonna watch it for the same reason I'm gonna watch it, because he a football fan. He love football.
You sitting here saying that you don't. I'm not watching that shit, bro. In fact, he would be
like, "Hey man, y'all come over here and watch the game so we can bust some spades."
I'm not watching that shit.
Yes, he would. He lying his ass off.
No, I'm not. I'm telling you,
he lying his ass off.
On everything I look, cuz I had that bitch on the YouTube.
Yeah, all right.
Watching that motherfucker later on.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Nigga will watch that. Look, this is football. This nigga will watch a Jacksonville Jaguar versus Tampa Bay.
No, the fuck I won't.
Yes,
the only games that I will watch that ain't in my market as far as the Eagles outside of that shit is a fucking, like, when the season first started and I ain't had football in a minute, nigga, I'll watch some of that shit, but then I'll fall off of it. But if we was to get to the season and them niggas was balling out and they get to the Super Bowl, them too, I ain't watching that shit. Not watching no Bryce Young and Anthony Richardson. Are you joking?
I'm about to pull the young niggas word out. You cap, nigga.
I ain't you can put on all the caps you want, a baseball cap, a cowboy cap, Captain America, nigga. I ain't watching that shit.
Don't ever say that again, Brandon. That sounded so stupid. Oh my goodness. Hey, did you hear about Marvin Sapp, bro?
You talking about the nigga that lock niggas in until they pay their rent? We ain't unlocking the Lord gonna keep you in here until you give us some tax. I wish somebody would lock me in here. Like, you ain't going until you pay Jesus. Jesus better open these doors.
Not only till you pay me, but you got to give me a set amount, nigga.
That's craziness, bro. Are you joking?
That nigga said,
I ain't really dive deep into it. I just heard that he just locked them in there until they paid them. You know what I mean? I don't really know the
bro was trying to get $40,000. That ain't for Jesus. That's for you.
That boy had something he needed to pay specifically. He
That's
had to
for
pay them.
you.
He had to pay them loan sharks.
You know what I'm saying? This man said, "Hold up," and the man and the choir who was sitting behind him, that man said, "Each of y'all got to pay me $100." He said it costs to sit up there. I'm like, this is past the pimping right here, bro.
He said it cost to sit up there. I'd have been like,
Nigga, I'm not making this up.
Yeah, it's crazy. Ain't no way.
I'm not making this up. That man demanded that his ushers and his deacons close the door.
That might as well have been Church's chicken, because I ain't want him in there.
Bruh, I mean, man, I couldn't. Like, that's a crime. You holding people against their will for ransom.
That's what's that, blackmail? What do you call it? Not blackmail, extortion.
Yeah.
That man up there, he said, y'all ain't leaving until y'all give me some money.
People coming over here lying, saying that they ain't got their donation. So I put an ATM. The ATM machine used to be by the front door, but now it's as soon as you come through the front door. I'm gonna make sure I get my money.
Boy, swipe it. You better swipe. We take Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. You better send it somewhere.
Bro, but what if I didn't have the money that you want me to give? I mean that's crazy.
I write that check.
I'm like, yeah, called nigga, let me out. Look at this, bro. Look at this.
Okay. And they understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said, close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. It's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. What I need you to do, if you're giving electronically or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm gonna have y'all come to the altar and give it, because I need to see 1,000 people moving. Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come.
That's a drug-induced sweat right there.
1,000 people online need to give $20. This is easy, Saint.
You say he on coke?
That's a drug-induced sweat right there. That ain't for the Lord. That boy on something right there. That sweat. That boy had back sweat, titty sweat, and he was sweating everywhere. That motherfucker, he knew something was wrong. He was sweating even saying that shit to him.
Man, bruh, like he said, come on, I want to see y'all moving. Like, nigga, what?
I'd have been like, Reverend, you done lost your damn mind. Crazy as hell. That motherfucker said, "No, I want to see these transactions. Show me your Cash App.
Man, I want to see that thing going. Show me your Venmo, all of that shit."
No, bro. That'd have been the last day in that church.
You ain't never lied, bro. Because I'd have went to that door and said, "Deacon, whatever the fuck your name is, if you don't get out the way, you about to witness the devil in this bitch."
Satan is not welcome here.
I'm dead serious. Like, you don't shut no doors and I ain't leaving until I come out my pocket. That's a jack move, nigga.
Yeah, bro.
That's a jack move.
Man, that nigga sweating up there. He must got the devil in him or something. Because he done lost his damn mind.
He done lost all of his damn mind.
He getting the hell out of here and going to Cracker Barrel because this motherfucker tripping.
Man, bro. And there's people sitting there trying to defend. Well, to his defense, fuck all that. No, you don't tell nobody. You don't tell no. First of all, you tithes and offering can be anything. It don't have to be money. I mean, if you read the Bible, tithes and offering don't have to be money. And then you're gonna put an amount on it. Jesus
that's
didn't.
crazy.
Jesus didn't wake you up that morning and say, "Yeah, I need you to get 1,000 from them people over here. I need you to get 100 from people sitting behind you." No, it don't work like that, bro.
Jesus was showing on that rent. Right? You know what I'm talking about? He said, that boy bugging. He was very specific about that amount.
Very
That
specific.
40,000.
40,000. He didn't borrow money from the wrong loan shark.
Yeah, he was sweating. The boys was coming after him. He was like, "Look, y'all, I need this 40. If 40 y'all at home, there's 1,000 y'all right here. That's 40,000. I need that. I need it now. I gotta pay these niggas if they gonna take my roast.
Man,
My roast.
it ain't gonna be a church next week if I don't get this 40 G's. Shut the door. I need to see y'all moving.
Yeah, ain't gonna be a pastor. Ain't gonna be here if I don't get this 40.
Man, so it must be. Look, it must be.
Fat Tony coming from me.
That must be the Church of Ballers or whatever. If he got that day,
that's the gambling debt.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
That boy sweating. He'd have put 40 on Who Run It, the horse, and ain't make it. He got to pay that loan now.
Leisha, I know you already seen it. The Marvin Sapp thing, bruh. And like I done told his ass, you gonna let me out of this bitch? And first of all, I don't carry cash. Your service in this church sucks, so I can't even get to my Cash App. But I wouldn't do it anyway because bruh, that's crazy. That's crazy. But you know what else was crazier, my boy? You know what else was more, let's say, shocking to the eyes? Did you hear about this DJ Academic interview with Kanye West?
Nah, yeah. I thought watching DJ Academic after he tried to talk to that little boy about sex. I stopped following him, bro.
I haven't watched none of his in a minute neither, but you got to see this, bro. You got to see this. This is on some other shit.
I'm pretty sure he had to do something wild. And Ye too. Are you talking about that? I seen that. A picture of that. I was trying to figure out what the hell that was.
Bruh. First thing I thought was Clayton Bigsby, bruh.
Bruh, I swear to God, I thought that was a scene out of that fucking Dave Chappelle shit.
Okay, you could get a good angle if I'm sitting here.
When I saw that shit, I was like, sir,
wherever you want, you can sit right here.
I'm not involved in any niggerdom.
Right. As soon as he walked in like that, I'd have changed the channel, nigga.
Like magnetic. So
you can't take nobody serious like that, man. What is that?
The thing about it is, Kanye will say some shit where you be like, you
see the bust down chain too, man.
Took that Nazi chain and made it bust.
Kanye will say shit that can actually make sense, but it's the way he's delivering the message. Like, this is just extra.
Like, it need to sit right there. I got a white leather one and fall right in the perfect place.
Really? Yeah. You got this made specifically.
Absolutely. The leather, the nigga KKK shit. Hold on again. I think the best place for the photo. Can we move that to the side?
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Damn, can't move this shit up. It'll be like here, or.
But he's just a designer at heart, man. Like,
I need to get a very like if you had that.
What is that, Louis?
If we had like two of them, it would probably work. If you're looking for that type of look.
Like, bro, he had his spot plotted out before he got up in that jump.
Right here.
This ain't nothing but a show of him just walking around instead of just sitting there doing his interview and taking that hood off. He got to walk around like he's looking for a good lighting area. Like, sit your dumb ass down.
Yeah, like if you.
Get this out the way.
Yeah, it's perfect. So you take that away. So we just have like this, frame it right here.
Okay. So move this or keep it?
Yeah.
Right.
Like.
We keep this as the middle, or this?
I would take that over just out. Yeah.
Yeah, interior decorator.
Yeah.
Now, what's the frame look like? Because I like just standing right here.
Okay.
It looks stupid as shit. That's what the frame look like.
Be nice if Like if you sat back here, you can get like a full frame. Now, do you want to talk to me or stand when I'm here? Like this?
I want you to go take your ass to a psychiatric hospital
I'm letting you,
so they
you set
got
this out
damn
right now.
diagnose your
What do you
ass.
think?
I should had to throw the
Oh
boots on
shit,
with
not
it.
the boots now.
Have you worn this out in public?
That nigga
Nah,
said,
Hell
"I'm
you know,
no.
wearing
funny
this
thing
out
is,
in
I
public."
really wanted to wear it yesterday, but I thought they
Why
would
you ain't wearing
like
Kanye?
put me in a hospital for my outfit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they would
You
put
sure about
me
that?
in the hospital for my outfit. So
But
I just,
like,
And why would you think
so
that?
even yesterday, I'm watching the video, and I'm like, who do you think? Like, someone knocks on the door. That's what the tweet said or the video said.
Yeah.
Who do you think that is, and what do you think? Obviously, you're saying things that how you feel at the moment,
Yeah.
and some people might feel like you're ruffling feathers. But who do you think would care that much that they would want to threaten your life? Because you do feel like your life is a little bit threatened, right?
yeah, I think I definitely when I start bossing up for my kids,
Mm-hmm.
I definitely
Bro, don't put
feel.
your kids in this.
One second, let me just. Yeah, I definitely feel that I was pushing life to the
You just
limits
trying to chill. Nigga, you can't
by
chill with a goddamn
pushing
paper plane
into
on your
the truth.
goddamn
But like
head. What the fuck
we
is
know
that?
that wasn't
What is he doing?
surprising.
That
When I
looked
put
like a
that
paper
image up
sailboat.
of my
That nigga
youngest
look like
daughter.
something on Resident Evil.
Yeah.
That wasn't
One of them
like the
niggas.
most surprising idea, but it'd be things that happen that we know happen that we just can't do anything
Walking around with
about. But then
3
they
cameras.
push whatever agendas like on the media that they want us to focus on. And that's something where, you know, I don't know who the people are, you know, so it would sound like real conspiracy theory. I just know that the kid from Lincoln Park got killed for expressing some of these same truths. And for me, just as a father, at a certain point, it's not about, it never was that, but when you're a celebrity, it starts to be about more of what fame is going to get you, what clout is going to get you, what money is going to get you over, is this the right thing for your children? And, you know, I'm willing to die for my children or to allow them to be in this kind of environment that I know they're in. And what I noticed on the comments, they always used to try to, like, for the past 10 years, they used to try to write me off. Oh, he's so crazy, so crazy. I'm seeing the comments is now like 60, 70% like, yo, he's just telling you exactly what's going on. He's just the only one that's in a position to be able to do it because I don't have any brand sponsorships. It's like I'm past cancel. So these people out here, they toying, they playing. It's interesting. The swastika, I want to just, you know, I know we have a little bit of time. I want to tell you, by doing it, it's sort of like a magnet where people get so mad and they start exposing themselves because the Jews, they move in the tunnels. They move where you can't see them. They're an invisible hand, and they'll get like, what they'll do is they'll threaten people. Oh, we're going to take your tours away. We're going to drop your artists. You got to say this. You're like, how many people put, I stand with my Jewish people, 3 years ago. And what I did is I stood on it this time. I never backed down. That's my whole thing. That's why I was mad about removing that somebody taught me into removing that Jay-Z tweet, because it was just like, nah, the whole idea is no matter what, I'm not going to back down. So by doing a swastika chain, it then ruffles some feathers. And then,
Bruh, let me say this. And Robert is going nuts right now because he because we know how Robert is. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. Kanye will actually say some shit that will make a lot of sense, but his delivery, bro, you don't have to wear a KKK outfit to get your point across. Like, that's just extra. That's just honestly, like, he will say some shit that will make a lot of sense because niggas in that industry that boils over to life, no niggas is wicked. Niggas is wicked, but why he has to deliver like that is beyond me. What you think, bro?
I told you what I think about it. That nigga crazy. Yeah, but I mean, like you say, he gets good points and shit like that. But I mean, like, why do this? Maybe to attract more eyes to it, to carry debate. But then you're pushing against yourself. You're fighting against your words because people are gonna say this motherfucker just stupid or insane or crazy. Because of the way that you're presenting yourself, you're giving them reason to do that. You know what I mean? And not believe in
Exactly.
anything that you say. So I mean, there's no you just fighting against yourself by doing these kind of antics and trying to bring awareness to serious situations when you walk around like that.
Exactly. And it's like you're talking about you're bringing your kids into it, and everybody know that your baby mom don't want your kids around you. But when you dress like that, I'm not even going to say the language you're talking, but when you dress like that, it's not going to help your case of being around your kids none. Like you running the risk of never seeing your kids again, at least until they grown, and they try to voluntarily see you. I mean, Kanye knows about the wickedness and the wicked people in this industry because he's one of them. He's one of them. He's just decided to speak out against them. But again, I can agree with something that he can say, but not agree with the way that he's delivered it.
Yeah, some people gain the conscience later on in it, but you don't get that far and that high in the industry without doing what they need you to do.
That motherfucker tell you. Kanye is the one who said, I sold my soul to the devil. I know it's a crappy meal. At least it came with some toys like a Happy Meal. He told you. He told you straight up.
You ain't tell me straight up. You told me in the track, nigga. Tell me.
There you go. There you go.
And the Adidas situation. Regardless if they could have locked me up for taxes and that, they wasn't playing fair. Like, okay, cool, fair deal. You did good. We did good. It's like, no, you leaving with nothing. We have to destroy you. Even though they came and used us to tap into the culture and make money off of black people and people who enjoy black culture. If we said like, yo, you doing this wrong, you stealing my style, you taking all of my employees, you taking Jerry Lorenzo and making him do my same designs as he's the agreeable Kamala nigga. They started lowering the budgets for Puff. So I related to Puff, and then they pulled out a video with him and Cassie from 10 years ago. And then it made everybody be like, oh, Puff's a woman beater, so he's the devil. He needs to be in jail. Right. Meanwhile, I don't know somebody who hasn't gotten to an altercation with a girl at one point, and including Cardi. So now Cardi's like he the number one guy at Rolling Loud, and Puff is in jail. And then you got two women beaters and you got two supposed pedophiles. Watch this. You got three. Watch this. Cardi, Puffy, Kendrick, the two pedophiles, Drake, R. Kelly, or supposed. Puffy and R. Kelly are in jail with Drake 5 years from now, or however long, when they feel like they really want to get that boy up out here, they're going to play the Kendrick song. So that's how far they going. The Kendrick mix with the Universal, all that takedown of Drake reminds me of the No Diddy campaign for Diddy. Like, they going all out. But see, I know how to go all out, and I'm not even in their position. I just work on behalf of God. Like, how this shit comes together, the timing, everything is like a God sense. I had a couple things I want to say. So I pushed in.
Now, one thing I will say, I absolutely agree with him on. Motherfuckers have come and stole, have used us for our culture to make money, this, that, and the third. He absolutely right about that shit. But we know that, and we let it happen. I mean, I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to take it that deep. But again, it's like I said, he can drop gems, but why are you doing that looking like Clayton Bigsby? I can't, and you said he crazy, Sean. I can't call him crazy because he know too much. He's a highly intelligent person who knows way too much. He's just doing something stupid. Like you said earlier, he's just seeking attention or something.
It's an attention factor because nowadays I mean, it's the wild factor. You really gotta draw people in to be
Shock
like, for
value.
some reason nowadays, yeah, shock value with motherfuckers just to get them to listen. But it defeats the purpose of giving a serious message when you do shit like that with that. You know what I mean? So I mean,
Of course.
I'm gonna tell you, man, because you can still pull up as Joe DJ Academic to be Kanye West and still talk about the shit that you're talking about without having a damn without walking around with bed sheets on your face and something that's just ridiculous that people are gonna go, oh man, this nigga crazy. Like me, I'm gonna say it. You look crazy. You look like a crazy person.
I tell you, when I first saw that shit, I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I busted out laughing because the first thing I thought about was Clayton Bigsby. Because when he first came to the door, he was dressed regular. He was dressed regular, and then next thing you know, he come out in that damn Klan suit, and I immediately thought about Clayton Bigsby. You know, I make a joke out of anything, but I mean, listening to what he's saying, it's like it's not out of the realm of possibility that what he's saying is true. I don't stop. I mean, honestly, because we know how, and me and you in particular know how these niggas get down, especially if you start dropping these secrets, how they'll come out and try to discredit you. He's discrediting himself with the way that he's dressing, though.
To the Puff song, I put my daughter on the song. The timing was so perfect. She went in, rapped it. She said, I'm getting sleepy. So she said, okay, good night. And that was the end. And she was giving me like the Lil Kim on the old Bad Boy record. So that's why we put that. And the idea was family. It's so many people who dad actually killed somebody and they would do anything to have their dad home. The two twins, and Christian, lost. They mama died and they daddy in jail. And everybody running around listening to murder music, right? But being like, Puff is the enemy. And when I see all these videos, all tapes, everything, Puff more like my twin. Me and him got into it because it's just like I'm telling these top 5 niggas, it's like, yo, you know, actually we probably could be friends, but nigga, you ain't bringing none of that shit over here, nigga. Y'all niggas ain't as crazy as me. And that's why I asked Puff back in the days. It's like, man, how you just made it through all this shit night shit? He's like, I'm the craziest one, nigga. It's like, it's like, so once them people, we family, we can get into it. But they started taking that shit too far.
Hey, he ain't making no better for Puff by telling that shit.
Hell no.
How you make it through that Suge shit? I'm the craziest one. See, Rob, this is why I don't have you on here on Monday. We talking about this interview. We don't give a damn about the act of 1871. We watching the interview.
Yeah, dog.
I started taking it personal at a certain point with Puff, like all of the media. Because I wake up every day, whether I did something positive, negative, somebody got something negative to say. You know what I'm saying? So I relate to the idea of being torn down by the media. You know what I'm saying? But keep going. I know because we got a short amount of time. I just want to hit you with that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, so like the whole thing about, and even whether it's the outfit, the swastika, I think some people like, they feel like they're spreading hate and encouraging violence versus people.
The thing that I forgot to say was when my daughter was put on song, that's when I realized that I didn't own their name and likeness. So watch this. All the brands that I've made, I don't get the name and likeness ownership, or at least 50-50 with my kids. So how's it joint custody? My kids are celebrities and I don't have to say so. So watch this one. So this white woman and this white family have the control of these highly influential black kids that are half the children of Ye. And that's just in everybody's face. And they was playing in my face like that. You know, I try to go to Champagne and keep it calm. And my dad would call me, say, hey, don't go in on that woman because it's going to affect the children. But now it's like, it's war. Y'all niggas, they think they too powerful. The Jews think they too powerful. They think they could get Cardi to play with me. They think they too powerful. They think they could get Kim to play with me. The Jews and the whites above the Jews. You get what I'm saying? My life is on this shit now. These are my children. Cardi, you could leave me off the album and do that faggot-ass trap shit if you want. But now you mention my daughter, like the whole plan is that y'all gonna pull my kids into y'all, whatever the word is, Illuminati system, and I don't have no say-so of my kids, nigga. And anybody close, whether it's the Jews, whether it's Cardi, anybody within my reach, I'm doing everything legally in my power, everything of my fucking mastermind. You get what I'm saying? That's why I'm about to tweet this shit. I want Kendrick to always remember that Jay-Z tweet before he ever crossed the line.
Okay.
Nobody that worked for none of these fucking labels wanted with the king. I am the Don. Lucian, don't send none of your motherfucking slaves. Don't send nobody because they getting their head torn off. Quick. We ain't got no problem. Ain't no motherfuckers. I'm the only king. I'm the only nigga that'll go up against these niggas. I'm the only nigga that survived through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Me, pussy ass, faggot ass, pink polo ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never killed nobody ass nigga. Fuck all you niggas. All you street niggas, all you rap niggas, just any nigga that ever said something about my fucking hat. None of these niggas, Jay-Z, Beyonce, you ain't helped me when I fucking was having problems with my kids. You could have used your influence. No, your influence is for politics. Your influence is how you could use a nigga you never wanted to sign anyway, that Dame signed. You ain't show up to my first fucking wedding. You ain't my family. I always wanted some kind of family. Never had family out here. So what the fuck? And then they take my actual blood family from me in my face. All right, so go ahead. I just had to get that stream of content. Thank you very much, sir.
Of course.
Hey, that nigga
sound
just
like
had
he
his
need to be given in family court. Nigga, that nigga going crazy.
he just had his Tupac hit him up moment.
Yeah, that nigga.
He just
sound like he hurt by these people. You know what I mean? They hurt. Like they need to. Maybe he just saying this out here in case they smoke his ass, that we know what the fuck going on. Because he going hard. He going hard. I mean, I guess you know what I'm saying, when they playing with your kids, especially trying to put them in the system, especially if you know how wicked that shit is, and you ain't trying to add that, nigga. Yeah, put it out there.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. He can deliver a message and it can make a whole lot of sense. But I just, you don't have to be in that clown suit right there. But he just had his Tupac hit him up moment. I mean, because and he probably, if you feel like everybody has deceived you and they trying to take your kids from you, you gonna vent. You gonna vent. Me and you are two fathers. We in our kids' life every day. We know how we feel if anybody ever threatened that shit about our kids. But me and you ain't running around in KKK gear neither. That's what I'm saying. I can understand his point, but he's not helping his case by looking like that. No, Rob, I don't see why you so hype about that shit, bruh. Because he's doing an interview. He's not getting emotional with DJ Act. Your ass be on here getting emotional and yelling at me. This nigga's like, this shit be so real. You think it's fucking funny, Brandon? No, I think that shit is fucking funny.
Funny shit. Fucking Rob.
That's you. You don't see all these comments he making.
I see the motherfucker right in there. I ain't listening to Rob, man. Rob had my ass down the goddamn rabbit hole. I ain't fucking with Rob, bro. I already got my PTSD. I don't need no more.
Exactly. I hear that.
I'm intrigued by and I think people look at some of the stuff you say on face value. I see how, there's three themes that come across with everything with you.
Yeah.
It's betrayal, it's being used, and your ideas, whether it's what you say or what you create, being censored. And I think every time I see it, no matter what you do, it falls under one of those. Like betrayal, there's a shit ton of people.
Yeah.
I mean, like even the J, you don't regret the tweet, because if he said something about your daughter, you'd probably be upset, right?
He should be upset. I ask people, like if I know somebody that's woke, like I knew this girl that only hangs around really super woke, like some of fat black girl models is like her friends type shit. And I was like, yo, you gotta tell me, what tweets y'all didn't like.
Yeah.
You gotta tell me what hurts so I could do it more.
Why?
Because that's when we're weakening the enemy. We breaking them down. All this, I'm a fat bitch on the runway. I'm so powerful. No, you're not. You're causing death. That shit is unhealthy. Let's do statistics on Black obesity rates. Everything that's being pushed in the media is about decentralizing and tearing down communities. Even I low-key feel like the ICE is like basically like doing to the Latin communities what they did to the Black communities. It's everything to decentralize, remove the fathers. Also, I had this theory that I just wanted to say, wait a second, I have another theory. It's about football and music industry, but I want you to get that that Jay-Z answer. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody's like, what about the fact that everybody knows what I'm saying is true related to that photo that I put up with my youngest daughter, right? But everything is like, but you offended Jay-Z. Fuck him. Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Put it like this. Why? Let's take it to money. How much money do you think Jay-Z make off my catalog versus what I make off it? Next subject.
That's a tough ass statement right there, though.
Well, some people might feel like, well, like even with the situation with kids, I hear you speak about that a lot. Like nobody really spoke on your behalf. But even when you speak about Kim, people might be like, well, you picked her. Like you put yourself in that.
Absolutely, I did. That was my fault.
Maybe they're saying that you don't take accountability.
No, that was my fault. I didn't want to have children with this person after the first 2 months of being with her. But that wasn't God's plan. But my issue with all these faggot ass celebrity niggas is, if you ain't gonna speak on my behalf of the situation I'm in right now with my children or where I was when I asked for the help years ago, don't talk about my political views. Plus your T. Like, nigga, I bled for you. If nigga asks you about me, say we ain't speaking on Ye. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how y'all looking at me like a Vic, because you a street nigga.
Hey, he said he didn't want to have kids with Kim 2 months after they got together, but he couldn't leave the pussy alone now.
That's that trap, nigga. You know that thing that shit like a black hole?
It is.
That shit suck you in, boy. What you gonna do about it? You talk about money. That's what Nathan run everything. What you talking about, man?
Hey, man, they must do some special shit to the tip of your shit to make you keep coming around.
Yeah, they suck it.
Really well, obviously.
We meet myself.
But it ain't that time no more. I'm the lawyer off Carlito's Way. I'm the boss. You niggas is broke. You niggas is not masterminds. And you niggas should never have ever gone. Look at John Legend, old sissy ass.
Damn.
I ain't never do nothing wrong to that nigga. I changed generations of his life. And they got out that faggot ass hot sweater nigga come up and just.
Damn, what John Legend do?
Nigga wear sweaters in motherfucking August and Barbados. John
That
Legend.
nigga mad at his sweater.
So, no, they say you smell like mashed potatoes. I don't know where I got this from.
No, they used to be your guy though. And like all these relationships, repairable. Like even the Pusha, the Jay, the like. There's a long list. Stephen Carter. Like I feel like I know you say you want to hurt them, but you might overstep the line where maybe at a point Jay's like, man, I'm cool. Like I think after that tweet, he definitely, and I don't know if these are relationships that's salvageable.
Why would I want to salvage relationships with
to a lot of people?
Why would I want to salvage relationships with broke ass slaves and slave herders? Like everybody. So this is what I'm saying. The Jay-Z thing leads me to the NFL. Why do they want a Drake to be out of there? Why do they want somebody with no hits like Kendrick to do the Super Bowl? Right?
Ooh.
This is a theory I had. The people that run the Super Bowl had to come to people who run the music industry and be like, you guys, you're letting your niggers get out of hand. Oh my God, that Kanye. If somebody take a knee for it, he's out of there. See, that's the problem. You let them last too long. In our league, they're for 2 years, 3 years, they're out of there. We deal with we got Tom Brady. He's great. We made Mahomes throw that fucking Super Bowl, so Tom could get his 7th ring and shit. But like, you guys at the music industry, you got to do, start getting smaller artists and put them on. We're going to set you up. We're going to take Rolling Loud. We're going to connect them with Live Nation. And then we're going to get a bunch of small artists. And then, you'll be able to make your money off of that. And then, we take, oh, Cardi's doing good. We'll make him take the blue pill. We'll have him rap about scams and then mention Northwest. We love Northwest. Oh, Kanye, don't worry about him. He's a lunatic. Don't worry about him. Does any of that sound right or sound accurate to you?
Hell yeah, you crazy motherfucker.
It does seem like I don't know if it's in that control, but you can see.
Wait a second. You don't think you can see my eyes through a mask right there?
Yeah,
You don't know if it's that control. Meaning, but
so I'm the person who, again, I'm not gonna normalize me, and where like I'm the guy on Twitter, but I'm like, wait, you really think there's like this hidden hand that's really kind of moving in this direction?
What y'all do to my baby?
Happens to be.
Do you think it's not? Do you think it's a possibility it's not? You think it's just all by chance and shit?
I would be opposed to it, but it feels like you know a little bit more. That's why a lot of people are intrigued too. Yeah. Because if probably one of the richest rappers ever is
not probably, definitely, but keep going on.
When you've gotten to the heights, and I've said you're the greatest hip hop artist ever. When that person's then telling us it's like that, you then got to step back and be like, he knows definitely something we don't know.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we're also trying to like watch you and even listen. Even if people don't like some of the stuff you say, they're trying to figure out connect the dots and really see what's going on.
Well, you know what? I'm a leader and I channel and I don't see everything. You know, I didn't picture us being here right now. I didn't have this vision yesterday, but I had one bag with me. I just got my leather outfit and it was there. So it's meant, and I always thought, wow, that would make a really iconic interview setting. And I'm happy that I'm not sitting in it. And this is now making the movie. Like I said, with the North situation on the song with his son and the new artist, Jasmine Williams, it happened like that. Certain things I lean into. People think I'm strategic. The enemy might, my enemy, our enemy might think I'm strategic, but I'm not strategic. I just lean into what I really feel and I say my truth, and whatever comes with it, comes with it. But my truth is so obvious to so many people because people are not allowed to say their truth to the point where they psych themselves out to think it's not true. And then, so I'm not saying people's truth, I'm saying people's feeling now. Because your truth can be told to you, you could be programmed, but your gut is going to have millions of lifetimes of information. So when I go and I tweet, especially now, I'm speaking to people's gut feeling, like Iggy,
like Robert,
not take it sides, but she gonna do everything in her power to make sure Onyx never
buddy?
Is next to Kris Jenner.
What they do to you?
And you know why, and she knows why. That girl came from Australia, then no family in the middle of Miami. Now she's out here in California, and her whole goal as a mom is to keep her son as far away from Kris Jenner as possible. And we all know why. We all know those sex tapes are signed for. We all know those children, just in general, celebrity exploitation. Like when my daughter wants to rap, it's a thing where, damn, you really want to get.
He said Iggy started out in Australia, then ends up in Miami. Now she in Cali because she's trying to keep her kids away from Kris Jenner at any means, by any means necessary, because you know about them sex tapes.
Right.
Yikes is right.
Into this game like this, and it's this balance. I had people around me. I was like, yo, this man Cardi is calling my baby mama, rapping about scams, and then saying he need vocals. She made a supporting slip. Needs vocals for the album. And the man was like, well, that will blow her up. I said, it's my daughter, nigga. And see, that's the time when nigga hear me screaming from the other room and be like, why he's screaming?
Well, wait, who said they would blow her up?
Well, I purposely didn't say the names and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to. Anybody that never spoke out against me publicly, I'm not going to speak out against them publicly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
did I answer that? So it's just God. I'm just channeling. I'm just channeling something. So I ain't telling y'all to follow me or do not. Yeah, people are not in a position to follow me. It's like I could change hearts and minds, perception, but at the end of the day, you still got to go work for a white man. You still got to work for a Jewish man that works for a white man. The black dollar has been so decentralized since gentrification and the fall of Black Wall Street that it's next to impossible for a community to get on their feet, get past the drugs, the food. The food's the original drug. The hurting, the fucking 25%. Definite, not chance, but definitely being locked up, the abortion rates. Like our position, I don't have the exact answer to the equation of how to get out of where we are, but I'm not going to say we're not in where we are. And this might be some Star Wars shit where it take generation after generation after generation where it'd be north and it'd be this and be that, but it's like you either on this side of it or you on that side. Cardi took the blue pill. But he made his name off of the red pill. The Matrix. The red pill is the niggas like Neo. The blue pill are the agents. So now Cardi is an agent. And you will see him like, you see on the joint where somebody touches them and then they become the agent?
Yeah.
That's what happened. They come, them Jewish people come, the record people come, they'll say, they literally called Ty Dolla and said, and this is coercion. That's why these niggas gonna be locked up someday. They'll come to you, they said, Ty, you have to denounce Ye publicly, or we're gonna drop your artist, Leon. We're gonna cancel all your tours. So they on some mob shit. So it's die, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They up here threatening niggas, stopping their money. This is real life shit off of a statement, off of me wearing a motherfucking chain, off of me wearing they pain. But they playing, turning up, promoting, and making money off of our pain. But if I wear a piece of their pain, then they're going to threaten to destroy everything moving, everyone around, destroying people's lives. We're going to destroy Leon's life. Leon did a whole SZA album, and now we're going to destroy his life if you don't denounce this man's tweet.
That's crazy, though. So that's what I'm talking about. He can say some shit that'll make you think because they make money off of the albums we make, of our pain or whatever it is. That's crazy. That is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
And it's the truth, though.
It is true. It's a lot of truth in that. Just take that fucking outfit off, nigga.
Type shit.
Do you talk to these people like before you send out a tweet? Because I would imagine he could give you a call and say, "Yay, I'm in a tough spot." Like, you know, and again, I think you said something important. You're not expecting everybody around you to be dick riders and agree with you, but when they speak out against you, you feel like it's either necessary or that's a form of betrayal, right?
Yeah, like Ty put up the tweet before we landed. He said, I gotta say something. I said, say I'm not racist, but Ye is. We agreed upon that. When I landed, he put up, I don't condone hate speech. You letting these niggas put words in your mouth. I 100x'd 137x'd his career. Not one, not two, not 20, 137x'd it. And while I'm on a plane, you put up word by word Jewish vernacular. My thing is we could sit and talk it out. I know they on your head, but nigga, you don't got to denounce me, period. And if you do, you talk to me about how we gonna do it. See all these street niggas and this niggas running around with guns, got bodies. They think they boss, so they think I'm a motherfucking Vic or some shit. They think because I give niggas high salaries, nigga, I'm a billionaire, nigga. I don't give a fuck about that shit. See, this is my issue with Jim Jones, right? So he says he's gonna get a jib or a div. I don't know what the fuck the word is, but basically, like, he gonna get a percentage if he introduced me to this crypto nigga, right? Mm-hmm. And I know this shit sound like a Tarantino movie. Jim Jones wants me to meet with Mr. Pink to make $2 million off a crypto coin. Next Tarantino film, right? So then I found out before the second meeting that he was gonna make this money. So
Did he tell you?
No, he said that he's going to get a percentage. He didn't tell me what it was, and he didn't say he's going to give me a piece of it either. When I found out how much money it was, I was like, you know what?
It's working out a lot better. Yeah, and you have to have
Hello. Okay, send on the room 59 right now.
Don't go to room 59. Stay away from 59.
So when I
You found out about
when I found out that he was getting the money, I was like, how much money is it? Yeah, I'm gonna take that meeting for you to get the money, but I guess I gotta sit there. What are you gonna like? I wasn't like, oh nigga, you didn't tell me I'm not gonna. I still took the meeting, and the nigga still got the money, right?
he got paid $2 million.
Yes.
For you taking the meeting.
From me taking a meeting. But watch. And I
Went
was
wrong
a bit, it
business.
was the money was a bit behind my back. I didn't really know about it. People be doing shit behind my back. My issue with Jim was we working on clothes. And I said, look, send me a PDF. For anybody who doesn't know, it's like a group of pictures in a folder that you send to the iPhone. You could do like 300 pictures, 10 pictures on it, 10 pages. I said, send me a PDF of all the ideas, all the young niggas you know in New York. Let me see all of this shit right now. Let the king see everything that's happening, right? This man tells me, I don't know how to make a PDF. That was way more disrespectful to me than a nigga figuring out how to get the $2 million. Do you understand why? Because this shit to my face, nigga. You gonna lie to me about a fucking PDF, you faggot ass nigga?
Man, save
I
copy,
and
nigga.
took the meeting.
You
took the money.
just click a button and it'll say save to a PDF.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he didn't know how to do it.
That's it.
Do you think one of his young niggas knew how to
It's
do
like
it?
if you was printing on your computer and not have a printer, it would say save as a PDF.
Next subject.
I got you.
What is the real thing with you and Drake? Like I've always been confused. It feels like I can't tell if it's a love-hate thing. You know, I've watched hundreds of hours of you talking about just interviews, and at a point, it felt like the energy shifted, and then we just started seeing it everywhere. And I can't tell what is it.
Yeah, it's like family members that you don't fuck with. Like I appreciate. One thing is Drake is a million times better than Kendrick and a million times more important. You know what I'm saying? What Future has done, Thug, what Drake just culturally is. That shit last year, I couldn't barely sit through that shit. That shit was insane, bro. That shit had Lucian Grange, Universal, Drake lawsuit shit written all over it. This shit, at the end of the day, all this shit I'm saying, Jim Jones, Kendrick did, all these celebrities. The funny thing is we're all in the same boat. But while we're on that boat, we're also fighting amongst each other. And as I get stronger and stronger, I get more into a position of being who I really am. But right now, or maybe I get into that position right now, but where I was yesterday, it was like, how the fuck I'm supposed to lead y'all and you got these niggas that's running y'all making you fuck with me. So none of y'all niggas can fuck with me or will fuck with me, and if you fuck with my daughter, then I'm sitting down for that. So, and that's my stance on it. It's like, nigga, I make music better. I push no one make music that's nowhere as near as good as music. Like when I made Moon, it basically ended Frank Ocean's career. He ain't have a song since then. You know, sipping some wine. Like, nigga, like I heard it. I was like, oh, this nigga's never gonna be able to make another album again. I wanna go to the moon. Any genre of music that anyone has, I make a better version of it. I'm 10 times stronger at music than anyone living. But then in 5 territories, okay, what do I do? Clothing, this, political stance, social media, expression, gravitational pull, momentum creating, all that. So what do we do with that? Why do I go at the celebrities? Because they're in the way. They're making, as J. Cole said, false idol. Nigga, you're the false idol. You can't fuck with me no day. They're the false idols. They want to put people, camouflage the truth, the goal, the true God. And everybody know, all of them know what it is. All of them needs to work for me. Drake need to be my writer. Trav need to be my producer, like how it always was.
Drake don't even write for his damn self.
Yes,
See, the
exactly.
thing is, Virgil going to LVMH, the black situation don't change. Kamala, vice president, the black situation don't change. Or the world situation, period. Obama president, the world situation don't change. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, Ye, Disney, Howard Hughes. Howard Hughes changed flight. You know what I'm saying? And there, if you watch The Aviator, him as a white man, him because he's a maverick, they fuck with him. They fuck with him. At the end of the day, y'all fucking with me, but I'm here to just tell y'all that y'all can't fuck with me. That's the whole idea. Like,
why say fuck Virgil after he passed? I think a lot of people feel like, you know, he's not here to defend himself, and that I think people are just confused by that. We get the story of how you guys kind of separated and how you feel, but you know, they always say sometimes, you know, when someone passes away, you know, can't be for the dead man, you know. It feels like you still have a little bit of animosity there.
I'm evil.
Well, now. Hey, that's awkward as
You don't
shit.
think about like his family and other people that love him.
I am an evil person.
You don't think that? I feel like you've always represented.
Come on, Ack. He just told you. He just told you. The nigga just said, I'm evil. 30-second awkward silence. He said, I'm an evil person. He just told you. That's your answer.
That's your answer.
But no. See, Rob, he's not just talking about he's not talking about his kids. He's not just talking about his kids. He know that's why he's a threat, because he know how the shit work. He know how them niggas roll and operate, because he's one of them. He just told you. Actually, no, you don't mean that. The nigga just said he evil. He an evil person. When somebody tell you who the fuck they are, believe it.
Believe
or show
that.
you what'd you say?
I said, believe it. You had to be evil to get your soul up.
Exactly. The nigga just said it. And I gotta hear that shit again. The way that nigga, what the fuck? Oops. The way that nigga just hold up, let me bring it back. The way that nigga just got super duper damn quiet, and this motherfucker said it. He said, I'm evil. Point blank, period. Like real shit, really wouldn't be much else to talk about.
That nigga act evil too. Yeah.
There you go. Like that's wild, yo.
That nigga had the scoop. This nigga in here talking to 15-year-old boys with that nasty shit. Thinking that nigga evil too. Man. Allegedly. Let's put it that way. Well, there ain't no allegedly, motherfucker. You seen that shit.
Huh?
I said, ain't no allegedly. You seen that shit.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
But motherfucker tell you they evil. You better listen to him.
I mean, the nigga just straight up said, I'm evil. Like the hell you want, the hell else you want nigga to say. You want nigga to sugarcoat that shit? The motherfucker said, I'm evil.
Well, thank you. We're going to use that in court.
What'd you say?
I said, well, thank you. We're going to use that in court. You'll never see your kids.
Bro, you think they ain't when they is, bro?
You know they is.
You think they not when they is, bro?
Does this look like somebody that should be fathering children?
Right, exactly.
He literally said he was evil too. So I don't want my kids growing up in that kind of environment.
Exactly. He said he's an evil person. Does he really need to be around? Two black figures that are giving disclosure. See. Wait a minute. I hope you're not trying to. I hope you're not being a butthead about that, Robert. I didn't say he was evil. He called his motherfucking self evil. There we go. You always have a choice. You always have a choice.
I feel like he's not here to defend himself, and that I think people are confused by it. We get the story of how you guys kind of separated and how you feel, but they always say sometimes when someone passes away, can't be for the dead man. It feels like you still have a little bit of animosity there.
I'm evil.
That was your record screech moment right there.
You don't think about like his family and other people that love him?
I am an evil person.
You don't think.
What else do you want him to say?
I've always represented God-fearing ideals, though.
Yeah.
So how does that? How could you identify that person?
God has the wrath. You only play with God for so long. Niggas is out here playing games. Don C and him starting RSVP behind my back. This nigga taking money, like kind of the Jim Jones situation.
Exactly, Rob. The price of fame. That's what we've been saying the whole time.
Take that position. They put him in that position. They built the anti-Kanye club at Nike. Everybody worked for me. And what best put it in perspective is Virgil is the Jesus of the niggas that work for me. Right? Because every nigga that worked for me would have rather been me. Why do I have problems with almost every celebrity? Because they're jealous. And they should be, because I'm better than them.
Damn.
Because I'm more anointed and I'm appointed.
Damn.
And I understand the jealousy in the hearts of men, but they have to understand the wrath of the king also. All these pussy faggot niggas could shut the fuck up. Don C pussy ass. Supposed to be the realest nigga alive. You know what I'm saying? I remember him sitting with me and saying, what's up with this red hat, bro? What's up with this red hat? They told me, who's they, nigga? They told me that, if you don't stop wearing a hat, man, they're gonna give it. And they named a rapper right here. Now, I love this rapper, so I don't even want to put him in this conversation. But it was like the invisible hand, the people. Damn well that Super Bowl, that Kendrick Super Bowl, and that Grammy Super Bowl had invisible hands on it.
Yeah.
Like everyone culturally fucking knows that. They fucking know that. So what? Don C tells the nigga A-Side. The nigga A-Side was talk about the other day with the scoliosis. Okay. Right? First of all, like I said, I make it clear. This nigga come up to me talk about how my teeth don't look good. I was like, nigga, you telling me about something that look good? And of course, he's Tremaine's friend, and it bothered me. Win, A-Side, because it bothered me every day after you said that. Like, yo, how do I let this nigga, that nigga say some shit to you, and like 10 minutes later, you're like, yo, how I even let this shit happen?
Yeah.
Right? So, but A-Side did give me a bar. He said, Don C once told me, and this is towards the end of the conversation, the last time I ever spoke to him. He said, man, and Don C was working for me at this time. Man, I'm glad Ye didn't get the Nike deal. And when I didn't get the Nike, it was heartbreaking. So because I had the fucking Yeezys. I was on the second Yeezy. And I'm like, we about to make the biggest, we about to make Yeezy and Nike. We about to tear people's heads off. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nigga from Chicago. I got the hottest shoe. I'm at Nike. It wasn't no J. Cole, Kendrick, Trav, Drake, Virgil. I was all of them in one, right? Before they started putting all these battery packs, Lucian battery packs, LVMH battery packs by each one to distract from the true leader and shit. So Don C
sound like he upset that he ain't getting his money.
Didn't get the deal because it wouldn't have gave no one else a chance. Well, who's the
from people? He said that's evil.
That work for me. So that means all 4 people that worked for me was going into the meetings with me, working on designs for me, then shaking hands with people behind my back. They wasn't really with the king. Faggot ass Virgil, faggot ass Don C, faggot ass Matt Williams, and faggot ass Jerry Lorenzo. 4 faggots.
Interesting. I mean,
if he gonna cancel before, he definitely gonna be canceled.
Nigga, you just read my mind, bro.
Yeah, that boy went on a tantrum.
I mean, and he said it with his chest.
Mm-hmm.
Faggot ass this person, faggot, 4 faggots. Like, god damn. Oh man, that's crazy.
And also, you got to run this shit straight.
Yeah.
You can't chop it up. You can chop it, you can do whatever. It's like they chopped up the Bible, the word still came through. Imagine you try to chop the word faggot at an interview. It would be like 3 sentences.
You know, as we talk about censorship, and even you say, and I still say the F word, just like you've been throwing it around like you don't give a damn. How do you feel about like people like, you know, speech is censored a lot. What we could say, it feels like you're trying to take off those shackles, and it's like you said woke is dead.
Yeah. Sorry, I was supposed to leave 18 minutes ago.
No. So you're going to Japan for real.
Don't drop the location.
So, what's out there? I know you had wanted me to come to China. I was
It's
just like,
too
you
late.
feel so far away, and culture, what do you see?
Exactly. I don't give a fuck about Kanye going to Japan or whatever Asian country.
No,
I guess
he talking about that.
Huh?
He don't want them to know where he is so they can take his ass out in Japan.
Oh
They
yeah.
gonna send a Yakuza after his ass.
Bruh. You know, I guess DJ Academic just had his what would amount to his Cat Williams Shannon Sharp interview. Golly, man. I mean, I see a hurt individual, an individual who feels betrayed.
Mm-hmm.
But that comes with the turf when you sell your soul. I mean, he said himself, "I'm evil."
He's swimming with sharks, nigga. You don't afraid they gonna bite your ass, nigga? What you
Yep.
thought?
Exactly. Yep.
You accepted that pool, motherfucker. You jumped in that motherfucker knowing full well your ass gonna get bit sooner or later.
Knowing full well, bro. You know?
Oh, I can't cry with no nigga who a billionaire, nigga.
Me neither. I thought niggas was lying when they said he came out in the KKK outfit. And then when I saw it, like I said, the first thing I thought about was Clayton Bigsby. I was like, this nigga's ill. But what he says has the possibility to be true.
Mm-hmm.
But again, you did that dance with you know who. So, like Sean said, you swam with them sharks. You think they ain't gonna bite you? You thought you was a shark. You may have been a big shark, but a bunch of sharks ganged up on your ass.
Mm-hmm.
And
He was the biggest shark.
Here's one thing I could tell you: if Kanye West ends up deceased, it won't a suicide. They can't, and that may be the thing that's keeping him here, because you know generally when motherfuckers want somebody erased, how many deaths have we heard that were by suicide? But this nigga, like everybody know, I'm pretty sure he said he's not suicidal. So if anything happened to him, oh no, it was a hit. Ain't gonna be no drug overdose or drowning in a hot tub or nothing like that. No. But I mean the KKK outfit is just that's just not necessary. I mean, he could have sat down in a chair, dressed regularly to say all of that stuff. Act would have took the interview anyway. You know, that's just doing too much.
Imagine being in your crib though, and you're like, yeah, Kanye comes for an interview. Like you just sitting there waiting, and this nigga step out the car like that. You're like, okay. So that's what you finna wear today, huh?
Well, what do you want to talk about, sir?
Like, yeah, nah.
Like, nigga, have you you're really gonna wear that shit while we doing it? Okay. All right. I mean, but I would be sitting here lying if I didn't say that I didn't understand a lot of the stuff that he was saying.
Sometimes you gotta put sometimes some shit truths, you know, you throw some truths in there, but a lot of that truth is to dilute, you know what I'm saying, to make you feel like everything he's saying is true, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like the shit that we know to be certain is that it's a wicked industry and shit like that. So you're like, yeah, he's speaking his truth, but then you throw some other shit in there. Like, we don't have facts on none of that shit. That sounds like personal beef to me.
A lot of
nigga.
it, yeah, a lot of it is personal beef.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but we
But
know.
you upset about niggas who won't give you money that you saying that they're evil. Like, or you mad that they ain't sign you, or they doing a whole bunch of deal with you and they don't want to deal with you no more. Like, but why would you want to deal with somebody that's evil?
Exactly. And we know that. I mean, we know the double standard when it comes to different nationalities in this world. We know that, you know, black people's pain is used for profit. But if you talk about another gender, if you talk about another ethnicity's pain, it could be bankrupt. It could lead you to being bankrupt. We know that. We know it rolls like that. I mean, fucking Kanye is a prime example of that shit. Is it right? No, I don't think it's right. But again, I mean, that wells up to me a lot of personal beef. And again, once you do that dance with you know who, you know what you in for. I mean, you could say all of that stuff, all of that personal beef, and all the things that you got an issue with, but then in the same breath say, I'm evil. I'm an evil person. And you're surprised that this shit like this is happening to you?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. It's crazy. You know. So
hey, look, man. Well, like I said, I can't be upset at no nigga who's a millionaire, you know what I'm saying? Don't be sympathetic to that shit, nigga. You still trying to deal with these same people. I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly. I just thought that was interesting. I just thought that was what is Rob? So Rob, you agree with everything that damn Kanye said. Hey Rob, would you put a Klan outfit on? I'm gonna ask you that shit straight up. That's a yes or no question. Would you put a Klan outfit on? And you was pretty much co-signing for everything that Kanye had to say. Okay, no judgment here, bro. But would you co-sign to it in a Klan suit? I'll wait. I will show you a yes no answer. Damn, taking a long time to this nigga here. Look, Sean. So he will put on a Klan outfit. Okay. All right. Okay. I wouldn't put nothing past him either. All right. All right, Robert Bigsby. Okay. All right. You're not gonna get a point across any quicker. You know, not with us anyway, because we already know how you feel. So don't get no motherfucking ideas about Friday neither, nigga. Showing up on the set with a damn Klan outfit on. Don't do that. That shit look like a big ass kite on his motherfucking face. Kite. He's saying he didn't have a choice in that. I refuse to believe that, bro. You always got a choice. I refuse to believe that. But anyway, all right, I'm about to get the hell up out of here. I don't have to get on the bus tomorrow, but I do have to go to Ashland tomorrow. Got a field trip and shit. You play Mortal Kombat, bro?
No.
Oh.
I was just talking shit.
Okay. All right. Well, my ninja, thank you for joining me today, bro.
For sure, man. I was almost sleep on your ass, nigga. I keep trying.
I figured I know you were. That's why I called your ass when I
had an early morning, long evening.
I can dig it, bro. I'm kid free tonight, but I'm pretty sure I ain't gonna be kid free the rest of the week. But you know, that's fine. Anyway, anyway, my boy.
My bad.
I will holler at you.
For sure.
For sure.
All right, people.
The audience says, fare thee well, sir.
Fare thee well, my Negro.
Yes, sir. All right. Yeah, I'm about to get up out of here so I can. It's 10 o'clock. You know, I ain't got to get up at 5 something in the morning. I got to get up at 7 something in the morning, so I should be good. But anyway, Oh, it's your boy Brandon Bravon Towns. I will see you guys Friday on Sports Plus Life Talking Ish. I'm out there, beer. Peace. Love you. See you Friday.